hold all your questions until the end when we open our Q&A form. If you have an immediate question, you may submit it via the chat box on the lower left-hand side. So our presenters today is myself and Shannon. Shannon is our DE Underwriter and FHA Divisional Supervisor. She's been with RAC for over 2 years and has been underwriting for 24 years. My name is Kelsey. I'm the Digital Marketing Specialist. I've been with RAC for a little over a month and have been in the marketing field for 6 years. All right, so what's on the agenda today? Who is RAC? The purpose of the 203H program, the overview of the 203H program, the type of assistance, eligible participants, application, ineligible features and transactions, as well as our RAC products and services, and then we'll jump into the Q&A form with our underwriter, Shannon. So let's jump in. Who is RAC? We are a correspondent lender licensed in 19 states across the country. For more than 18 years, our group of lending specialists are dedicated to helping mortgage professionals. We work one-on-one with brokers and loan officers to approve troubled loans and find efficient ways to get loans approved and closed quickly. We offer FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional lending. With FHA and VA, we can go down to 500 with no overlays. With USDA, we go down to 581 with no overlays, and conventional, we can go down to 620. We also have an in-house pre-qual department, and you will have direct access to our underwriters, closers, account executives, and customer service team. So the purpose of the 203H program, basically it is a mortgage insurance for disaster victims. It offers 100% financing, purchase only, to individuals or families whose residences, whether owned or rented, were located in a presidential declared disaster area and is destroyed or damaged where reconstruction is necessary. It allows the FHA to insure mortgages made by qualified lenders to victims of a major disaster, like a loss of home, in the process of rebuilding, or in the process of buying another home. The federal government helps victims by making it easier for them to obtain mortgages and become homeowners or reestablish themselves as homeowners. So the overview of the 203H program, manual writing is required. It's for purchase transactions only. It must be a primary residence only. And the property must be an FHA approved standalone condo or a single family property. The borrower is not required to purchase new property around the same area. The mortgage needs to be insured under Section 203H and must follow the guidelines applicable to the 203B program. So the type of assistance, it protects lenders against the risk of default on mortgages to qualified victims. There is no down payment required. The borrower is eligible for 100% financing with the credit of 580 or higher. The closing costs and prepaid expenses must be paid by the borrower in cash or paid through premium pricing or by the seller, which is subject to a 6% limitation on seller concessions. Mortgages collect from the borrowers an upfront insurance premium, which can be financed at the time of purchase, as well as premiums that are not financed, but instead are added to the regular mortgage payment. That sets a limit on the amount that may be insured, depending on the cost of living, higher limits, or other factors. The eligible participants is anyone whose home has been destroyed or severely damaged in a presidentially declared disaster area is eligible to apply for a mortgage insurance under this program. It needs to be a 1-unit detached home, a 1-unit detached home and a PUD, or units in FHA-approved condominium projects. The property must meet HUD's minimum property standards and minimum property requirements. So the application must be submitted to the lender within 1 year of the President's declaration of the disaster. The loan file must include proof of borrower's previous residence was in the disaster area and damaged or destroyed. Applications are made through an FHA-approved lending institution like Residential Acceptance Corporation. The mortgage insurance processing and administration for the 203H program and other single-family mortgage insurance products are handled through HUD's homeownership centers. Our overlays of Section 203H are 580 minimum credit score, eligible features and transaction types, including the following: purchases, single-family residences, or PUDs. So what are the ineligible features and transactions? They are manufactured homes, refinance transactions, subordinate financing, multifamily residences, adjustable rate mortgage or ARM loans, and HUD REO properties. And last but not least, the REC products and services. We offer 24-hour underwriting with quick closing times, no overlays. REC underwrites by the guidelines, and we offer FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional lending. The manual underwriting specialists go down to $500 for VA and FHA and $581 for USDA. We accept alternative trade lines and TBD files. We have manufactured home lending for FHA, VA, USDA, and FNMA programs. We also have direct access to our underwriters and one-on-one collaboration with our account executives throughout the entire loan process. And as mentioned earlier in this webinar, we do have a scenarios and pre-qual department that you may utilize at any time. So before we jump into the Q&A, you will be getting a recording of this webinar to review. Our contact information is on this slide right now. We will also send the contact information following this webinar. And if you have any additional questions or was unable to ask a question and you have to get off the webinar for any reason, please feel free to contact us directly. So now we'll go ahead and start accepting questions for Shannon to start answering. All right, okay, here's one. Do the maximum loan amounts go by the FHA maximum loan amounts?
Yes, the loan amount caps are based on the Fannie Mae guidelines per county, and you can find that information on HUD.gov.
Awesome, thank you. What is the FHA MI rate? 0.85?
The MI rates follow the same factors as the FHA 203B. It's based on the LTV. So it would be 0.80 at below 95 and 0.85 at 95 and above.
Fantastic. This is for displaced renters as well, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone who has been displaced due to a natural disaster, whether it's a renter or an owner, can qualify for this program.
Great. Okay, another question. What is proof of destruction or damage?
At this time, we're going to place this one in our parking lot. We do have a call into HUD due to there are several different types of answers out there, and we want to get the most accurate ones. So this will be a follow-up email sent to each and every one of you that are on the call.
Thank you, Shannon. Is this program only available for declared disaster areas?
Yes, it is. The program is mostly designed for borrowers who have current homes and mortgages that have been affected by natural disasters, whose current properties have been deemed inhabitable. The expanded guidelines allow for rates on mortgages and other certain small credit issues due to the hurricane or being displaced out of your home and happen to, deal with your obviously money factors at the time. But they have extended it to renters as well.
Awesome, great answer, Shannon. Thank you. What is the proof of destruction for a renter?
This is going to be the same as an owned property, but as I said earlier, this is parking lot, so we will get back to you on that one.
Awesome. Another great question just came in. What is the value based on? After completion value? Also, do you need plans and specs like the 203K?
No, typically those are not going to be anything that will relate to this particular program. This loan is geared towards new properties, not affected properties.
So is it safe to say then 100% financing to the realtors for the affected borrowers?
Absolutely. We can give you a pre-qual for a TBD property so you can have all the information before you begin your search, and you can give that to the realtor.
Awesome. Do we have any other further questions? Oh, we have two more. Can the installation of a new home generator be considered any allowable repairs or improvements?
Again, the 203H is not a repair program. However, we do offer a 203B repair escrow. That, of course, would be something that we can offer the borrower if they want to install a generator to be hardwired to their home.
Fantastic. And then last but not least, do you have flyers you can present?
Absolutely.
Yes. We'll go ahead and send those along with this webinar and a printout of the Q&A so you have those tools on hand to use. We will be sending all of that shortly after this webinar. So thank you guys again. If you did not have a chance to send us any or submit a question and something pops in your mind in the next week or so, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help answer any and all of your questions. So thank you again.
Thank you.